everybody, and welcome to the Vinyltreasure Show. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this special Thursday afternoon show. We're here for the October 30th, 2025, I guess we'll call it the 1956 Relic Record Countdown. We're back here. Thought I would be able to do this show every week, but it's become difficult for me to do that. But I will continue with the bi-weekly of this show. But thank you all for being here. We had a great show last night, 60s soul records out of my collection. But we're going to continue with the 1956 Relic Survey. And some of you that are tuning in might not know what that is. Well, there was Relic Records in New Jersey. They decided to poll like collectors back in the mid 1990s, and they would send out these ballots to collectors, established collectors, and maybe later on it was kind of like it became a popularity thing because there were people that were voting that were not collectors, but and they would put out all the releases from a particular year. The year that we're featuring is 1956, and it was the best it could be back then in 1996 because we used the Bible, I guess we'll call it the Record Collector Bible, which was the Kreider Record Price Guide. I showed you this was the gray copy with no cover on it. It was one that I took to the record shows. And, of course, you can see all the check marks in here, records that I collected. I tried to collect everything in the book here. Looks like I got everything on this page of Deluxe. Okay, except the Eunice Davis record up there on top. But anyway, so they used that book. They used the years. It was as good as it could be. Okay, but if you don't have the records and you don't have the knowledge and you don't see it, sometimes it's really a monumental feat to put this whole thing together to do. And I was contemplating doing it possibly, but I wouldn't have the time. I would need people to help me do it to compile a new thing. But anyway, I decided to play a lot of those records. You would only hear the top 50 or top 100 on FUV. But I decided to play them all, and we started at number 552. We're going to continue today with 418, but I opened up with an instrumental. That was a cool instrumental I opened up with. It was Alan Freed and his rock and roll band. That's on the Coral record label. It was called Rock and Roll Boogie, which was featured as the theme song to Alan Freed's movie Rock, Rock, Rock. If you watch that movie, that was from December of 56. Now, when Freed was a disc jockey in Cleveland in 1952, his theme song was called Moondog Boogie, and that was done by Freddie Mitchell. And with the help of co-writer Leroy Kirkland, they reworked that song into this song and called it the Rock and Roll Boogie, which featured Freddie Mitchell on sax, and adding, of course, the hollers in the background were Alan. And it was called Rock and Roll Boogie, December 56 on the Coral record label. But there you go. We opened up with a cool instrumental. But let's start it off here. We left off at entry 418 as we go to Harlem, New York. This group first recording as the Rhythm Masters back in 1948, then as the Rhythm Kings on the Ivory label, but they would sign with Jack Hook's Royal Roost label in 1955, and they changed their name to the Four Pals. Now, the group included Leonard Thomas, Cecil Murray, James Riley, and Howard Scott, and this was their second on Royal Roost. This is a great record here, this one here, and so I'm glad this is on the survey. It features Leonard Thomas on lead, and this was only one mention. It had 12 points, and it's a great tune. January 1956, we open up with number 418 on the survey. Here are the Four Pals on Royal Roost. It's called No One Ever Loved Me. The Four Pals. Here you go.
No one ever loved me. No one really cared. No one understands me, or the tears that I've shed. Darling, won't you listen? I've done no wrong. Your friends and loved ones have led you wrong. No one ever loved me. No one really cared. No one understands me, or the tears that I've shed.
Do you really love me? Do you think you could learn my way, sweetheart? Do you think going through life with me would pay, sweet juice of the honeysuckle vine? Is life worthwhile living without you, sweet flower? Do you think you could go along through the years with me, darling? You know, sweetheart, that's why I'm singing No One Ever Loved Me, or no one really cared for me, sweet flower.
Darling, won't you listen? I've done no wrong. Your friends and loved ones have led you wrong. Your friends and loved ones have led you wrong.
Yeah, that's a nice tune there, released in January of 1956. Hold on a second, folks. Too loud on my mic here. The Four Pals there. Four Pals coming in at number 418 on the survey. No One Ever Loved Me is the name of the tune. That's on Jack Hook's Royal Roost label. Now, interesting thing, I had a conversation with a listener, Bill Obe, about this record. There are two versions of this song. I think, Bill, correct me if I'm not right. This is the oddball longer version with this extra verse or something in this. That's what I think is with this record. But because the last time I played it was a request for Bill Obe. But there you go, number 418, the Four Pals. Let's go to entry number 417. This group originally from Tacoma, Washington. They were attending Lincoln High School, and the group members they were group members of the choir at Bethlehem Baptist Church. They would relocate to Los Angeles, California, and they auditioned for a label owner, Lou Chudd, his Imperial record label, and he offered them a contract where they had 5 releases on the label. Their 4th release comes in at number 417. It features Billy Gold on lead. Let's go to February of 56. Entry number 412 on the survey. Here are the Barons on the red, and this is the block. This isn't the old style Imperial. This is the block print red. It's called So Long, My Darling. The Barons at number 417. Here you go.
So long, my darling, I'm going away. Don't bother grieving, it's better this way. You'll find another to take my place when another day, another face. Wish me no harm. Remember, my darling, I still love your arms. can't be true, and so I'm leaving. It's best for you.
Don't be unhappy, oh, wish me no harm.
Remember, my darling, I still love your arms. Oh, I'm a rover who can't be true, and so I'm leaving. It's best for you. It's best for you.
That's Sound of the Barons coming in at number 417 on the survey. Song entitled So Long My Darling. That is Billy Gold on lead for that one. That's on Lou Chudd's Imperial Records, February 56. The Barons with So Long My Love. That's a nice tune there. Again, only selected by one ballot. That is, whoever did that, they know their stuff, whoever selected that tune here. Let us continue here on the Relic Survey for entry number 416 now. Now, this is the debut single for this group from Brooklyn, New York, which included John Devereaux, Pat Fat Benny, Jeff Pearl, and Frank Terry Vingari, who was the lead singer on this tune. He also co-wrote this song. Collectively, the group was known as the Neons, first recording for Monty Bruce's Tetra record label. This is their debut single, coming in at number 416, receiving 1 vote. Now, the instrumentation includes Buddy Lucas on sax, Ken Burrell on guitar, Bobby Gregg on drums. This is from June of 1956, number 416, The Sound of the Neons on Tetra Records. It's called Angel Face. Here you go, number 416. Whoops.
Bom bom ba bom 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 ba bom 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 Angel face, I love you so. Oh, want you to know. Oh, don't ever go. Angel face, come back.
It's like a grainy press. And that's a mint copy of that record. I have to tell you, that's Greg's copy. I saw that. I said because my copy on the original Pink was not good. He had a nice copy, but they're grainy presses, and that's how it was sometime in the 1950s with the vinyl. But there you go. That's number 416. That is June 1956. That's a nice sax break on that tune. Those are the Neons. Some of you may remember or have heard that song on oldie radio. That was played a lot on CBS FM. Don K. Reed, Norman Knight would play that record a lot. Those are the Neons. That is Terry Vingari on lead. That's on the Tetra label, Monty Bruce's Tetra Records, Angel Face. For you collectors out there, I showed you the Pink copy. That is the first press of that. Then it came out on the yellow label. But they all play grainy for some reason. Anyway, there you go. Johnny G here on a special edition of the Vinyltreasure Show this Thursday, and featuring the 1956 Relic Countdown. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, as this is the second show of the week. I'll be back on Saturday evening beginning at 9 p.m. with 1950s and early 60s requests. Play those records by year, so send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com with a request. If I have the record, I will play it. Thank you, a cool aunt, for your request. They're going to like that song from 1953. Even Barbara has a request on the Chess label from 1955. That's interesting. I was shocked because she's actually helping me a little bit with the requests. So she said, "Can I make a request?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "What do you want to request?" I said, "How do you know that record?" So she made a request, so it should be interesting. But anyway, let us continue here. And we head to Los Angeles, California for entry number 415. Now with this had 2 mentions. So this was on 2 ballots. It still totaled 12 points, though. It's on John Dolphin's Money record label. I can't find any information on this group, though. They were called the 5 Bars. This came out in late 1956. Of course, I can talk about the song. Okay, the song was covered by so many artists through the years, but originally done back in 1933 by the Leo Reisman Orchestra with Harold Arlen as the vocalist. The tune written by Ted Koehler and Harold Arlen. And, of course, the song became popular that same year, 1933, by Ethel Waters, or Ether. I think it's supposed to be Ethel. I might have had a typo there. But here's a version done by the 5 Bars. It features Teddy Woods on the organ, okay, which is mentioned at the bottom of the label. So from 1956, coming in at number 415, here are the 5 Bars. 5 Bars on the Money label with their rendition of the tune, Stormy Weather. And that's what we're having today here in the Westchester area. Here we go.
I don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather since my gal and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time. And life is bare, gloom and misery everywhere. Stormy weather since my gal and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time. She went away, blues walked in and met me. If she she stays away. Rocking chair will get me. All I do is pray. Lord above will let me walk in the sun. I can't go on. Everything I had is gone. Stormy weather. Since my gal and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyltreasure show. There you go. That's actually a nice rendition by this group called the 5 Bars. 5 Bars, 1956 release there on the Money record label, their rendition of the tune Stormy Weather. I don't know what that cross-off is, why they did that on the label. I wonder if the 78s have the cross-off too. I don't know if that is the case there. But anyway, maybe the lead singer, I don't know, or there's something wrong. Both sides there, they did something with that label. But there must have been small quantity on that record at one time because, I don't know, I've got a nice, this Stone Mint copy plays pretty nice there. But those are the 5 bars with Stormy Weather. Of course, you know the holy grail for collectors is the 5 Sharps version of Stormy Weather on the Jubilee record label. And I know probably many of you collectors have never seen a copy of that record, but I can say that I have seen an original 78 of that. It was like kind of breathtaking to see it, to be honest with you. But anyway, it was just fascinating. But anyway, Johnny G here on a rainy Thursday. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the only way you're going to be able to see this show because I'm not on Oldies and More. I will be on Saturday, but not this show. But anyway, we will have a special guest spot here on November 13th. Karen Efron will be here in the Johnny G studios doing a special guest spot with female leads. So that should be interesting. So mark your calendars for that. The promo is up on the YouTube site. But let us continue with the countdown here. Let's go back out to the West Coast. Or maybe this is our first time going out to the West Coast. I read the wrong thing. This is entry 414. Now, this is the flip side of entry 515, as done by Sonny Woods and the Four Wings. And this is on Emmanuel Middleton's Middletone record label, which is out of Los Angeles, California. Now, the song at number 515 was Do You Love Me? But this is the intended A-side. It features Sonny Woods on lead. This is their first of 2 on Middletone. Not that easy to find. It's with the Ernie Freeman combo from February 1956, coming in at number 414. Sonny Woods and the Four Winds. The song is called I Promise. Here you go, number 414.
I promise that I'll always love you. Place no one above you. Won't you be my baby? I promise always to be faithful. Never be ungrateful. If you be my baby, I'm always thinking of you. Wherever I may be, but I'll hope and pray that maybe someday you will give your maybe someday you will give your heart to me. Oh, I promise never to desert you. Never ever hurt you. If you be my baby, if you be my baby, if you be my baby, if you be my baby.
Yeah, sounds of California here, coming in at number 414 on the survey. That is Sonny Woods and the Four Winds, February 1956 release. Number 414, I Promise, is the name of the tune on the Middle Tone record label. You know, a lot of those West Coast records, like on these smaller labels, they rarely made it over to the East Coast at all. So that's why it made them hard to find these records. And a lot of the records that I did, well, when I was buying in the early days of Johnny G collecting, is I would buy anything that I mentioned in the Kreider book. So there were guys that would put auctions out, and I was trying to find some interesting auctions I bid on to tell you about it, because I have those papers somewhere in this mess down in the no humidity basement. But I bought that from somebody in California. I don't remember who. But anyway, let us continue here. I hope you are digging on these 1956 selections. If you are, please give Johnny G a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. That's the only way to keep the copyright police away. They shut me down right at the end of the show last night, but I beat them. I closed the show last night with the Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett. I knew they were going to get me, possibly for the record before, a Tyrone Davis hit, but they didn't. But they shut me down right at the end of the Monster Mash. So I beat you, AI, last night. But they rarely bother me on the 50s show. But let us continue now. Entry number 413 is the debut single for this group from New Haven, Connecticut. They signed with Thomas Robinson's Atlas Records back in 1956, and the group included Everett Johnson, Robert Johnson, Thomas Griffin, and Leroy Gomez. Collectively, they were known as the Four Haven Knights. Now, the song was written by the lead singer of the group, Leroy Gomez, whose real name was Leroy Griffin, but he changed it so not to be confused with Leroy Griffin of the Nutmeg. So that's the reason why I changed his name. Now, there were two mentions of this song, and of course, this record would later get picked up by Jerry Blaine, who re-released it on the Josie label about a year later in April of 1957. But this is the original. This is a song I first heard Tom and Joe play on the Time Capsule Show, April 1956, coming in at number 413, the Four Haven Knights on Atlas. It's called I'm Just a Dreamer, number 413. Here you go.
I'm just a dreamer. I'm just a dreamer. I'm just a dreamer. Dreaming of you. I'm just a dreamer. Dreaming of you. Don't tell me, darling, my love is through. I'm waiting on you. Please return. I sit and dream of you. My love is true, dear. For only you. Please say you love me, and you'll be true. I'm waiting on you. Please return. I sit and dream of you. I'll stay by your side till the day that I die. Please won't you be true to me? I gave you my love for yours and return. Darling, won't you hurry, 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 carry back to me. I'm just a dreamer, dreaming of you. I hope that someday you'll say I do. I'm waiting on you, please return. I sit and dream of you. I'm just a dreamer.
Yeah, that's a great tune. I like that record there. Great group out of New Haven, Connecticut. They're known as the Four Haven Knights. April 1956. That is their first of two, I think, on Thomas Robinson's Atlas record label. I'm Just a Dreamer. You know, they would drop the four because they became a quintet after that. So that was the reason why they dropped the four, and they were known as the Haven Knights with their next release. Anyway, Johnny G here on a rainy Thursday. It's really bad out here, and I'm worried about the power going out, but I do have a battery power pack up here, so that'll at least keep the, but I don't know if the power goes out, I lose my internet, I think. So that ain't going to be good. But anyway, although, I don't know, maybe I do have the modem plugged in, so maybe I wouldn't lose it. So I don't know how that works. I don't want to test it either. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's go back out to the West Coast now for entry number 412. This is on the Dootsy Williams Dutone record label. This group is out of Oakland, California, and the group included Laverne Hall, Louis Jean Candies, Harold Foreman, and the lead singer on this, his name is Huey Roundtree, and collectively they were known as the Pipes. So I wonder, were they the pipes, I think, that you smoke? I don't think they would be the pipes in a plumbing pipes. I don't think so. Has to be the pipes that you smoke. I don't know. Or bagpipes, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to be called the Pipes. But anyway, this is their second of two on the Dutone record label. This is written by the lead singer, Huey Roundtree, from July of 1956, coming in at number 412 on the survey. Here are the Pipes with You Are an Angel on the Dutone label. Here you go, number 412.
You are an angel from heaven above, and you are the angel I'll forever love. I'll forever love you. I'll always be true. God gave me this angel with the promise that I'll do my best to love you. I'll do my best to be true. I'll do my best to please you. What else is there to do? You are an angel from heaven above, and you are the angel I'll forever
Yeah, great sounds of California here. You see these records that they were voted on the survey. They never were played on the R&B Review. They did not play them here. Johnny G is doing that here. And I play these records, of course, during the course of the shows that I do here on YouTube. But it's great to hear these records, and especially people that voted for them, too. So I hope you're enjoying the tunes here. That's a great sound of California there. From July 56 at number 412, The Pipes on the Dutone record label. You Are an Angel. That's their second release on the Dutone label. Huey Roundtree on lead. Now, this group would go on to have one more release on the JC label in 1959. I don't have that record. That's a real hard one to find. Johnny G doesn't have everything, I have to say. I have a lot. And I try to get it in decent condition. That always is not the case sometimes when you're buying records. But back in the day, the old-time collectors, they really didn't. There were only a few, very few, Bill Old, that were very finicky with the conditions. I'm not going to say that. There are others that only bought based on how nice and clean the records were. And people upgraded. I never used to upgrade until Greg told me, Johnny G, you got to upgrade is what you got to do. I can sell other copies. Spence did the same thing. So I would give him my lesser copies to sell as I would add cleaner copies to the collection. That's what I did. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. We go to number 411 on the survey. This group from Brooklyn, New York, makes its debut on the Relic Survey at number 411. Two members of this group had... I should say two mentions, not two members. This song. So really, when you get with the two mentions, that's when it starts to get really good, when you get other people voting for the same tunes, especially if they're great like this record. So there were two mentions on this record here. The group had their first single in 1954 on the Derby label. That's a great two-sided 45 also. But in 1955, they would sign with Phil Rose and Lou Sprung's Glory record label. And the group included Larry Banks, he was the bass of the group, James Mobley, Teddy Williams, baritone, and lead singer Jimmy McGowan. Collectively, they were known as the Four Fellows, and this is the group's seventh release. Their seventh of 8 for the Glory label, coming in at number 411. The song originally done by Eddie Arnold for RCA Records in April of 56. This came out in September of 56. And this is, of course, with Jimmy McGowan on lead, the Four Fellows at number 411. It's called You Don't Know Me, the Four Fellows, number 411. Here you go.
You give your hand to me, and then you said hello, and I can hardly speak. My heart is beating so, and anyone can tell. You think you know me well, but you don't know me. No, you don't know the one who dreams of you at night and longs to kiss your lips and longs to hold you tight. To you I'm just a friend, that's all I've ever been, but you don't know me. You don't know me. For I never knew the art of making love, though my heart ached with love for you. Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by, the chance you might have loved me too. You give your hand to me, and then you say goodbye. I watched you walk away beside the lucky guy, to never, never know the one who loves you so. No, you don't know me. You don't know me. shy, I let my chance go by. The chance you might have loved me too. You give your hand to me, and then you say goodbye. I watched you walk away, and then I wanna cry. You never, never know the one who loves you so. No, you don't know me. You don't know me.
Joe Shacatano has to be in his glory. He likes the ballads, as many of you do. So where were you in 1956? I wasn't around yet, folks, not for 2 years. Johnny G was not around. I know some of you in the chat room were definitely around because you were living the music at the time. But there you go. Cover tunes here on the Vinyltreasure Show at number 411. That's Jimmy McGowan and the Four Fellows, September 1956 on the Glory record label. Song entitled You Don't Know Me. That is the Eddie Arnold tune. And nice tune there coming in at number 411. They will later return on the survey, of course, and maybe with 6 more records, believe it or not. I'm trying to keep tabs on the number of the groups that make it on the survey, and it just shows you that in 1956, if there are multiple songs by the groups, they were very popular amongst the collecting people in the hobby at the time. And listen, I know many of you are hearing these songs for the first time. I know a lot of you in the chat room already know these records or are familiar with the records. Maybe you haven't heard them in a while, but that's what Johnny G tries to do. I try to show you the originals also, give you a history about each of the records here, whatever I can find, and Charlene helps me with the research. Let us continue here in the 1956 survey as we move to 410. Now, we heard from this Los Angeles duo at entry number 467 on the survey. Back then, they had 8 points with that selection. They were Jesse Belvin and Eugene Church, a.k.a. recording as The Clicks, and their second release for the Bahari Brothers modern label called I'm in Love with a Girl. The flip of that comes in at number 410 with 12 points and 2 mentions on this one. July 1956 at number 410, The Clicks on the modern label. It's called My Desire, The Clicks. Here you go.
My desire is to have and hold you, never let you go, baby, yes, baby, yes, baby, yes, you're my desire. You are so divine. Say, hey, hey, you'll always be mine, baby, yes, baby, yes, baby, yes, you're my desire. I fell in love right from the start. You stole my heart. Can't you see you were meant for me? Say we'll never part. Ooh, my desire is to hold you tight, squeeze you with all my might, baby, yes, baby, yes, baby, yes, you're my desire. I fell in love right from the start. You stole my heart. Can't you see you were meant for me? Say we'll never part. Whoa, my desire is to hold you tight and squeeze you with all my might. Baby, yes, baby, yes, baby, yes, you're my desire.
Yeah, duos here on the Vinyltreasure show number 410. Those are the Clicks. The Clicks, Jesse Belvin up front there. You can hear him vividly, well, definitely hear the voice of Jesse Belvin, but it was Jesse Belvin and Eugene Church recording as the Clicks from July 1956 on the Bahari Brothers modern record label. My Desire is the name of the tune, and we do a twin spin on the Bahari Brothers modern record label with this next group. And entry number 409, this quintet from Los Angeles, California, makes its debut here on the Relic Survey. One of those groups that would have two songs on the charts back in the day at the same time, using different names of their group, and recording as the Cadets and also recording as the Jacks. And this is the group's seventh release for the Bahari Brothers modern label. And at this time, the group included Aaron Collins, Willie Davis, Thomas Fox, and Will Dub Jones, and also Prentice Moreland. This is the B-side to the group's biggest hit. Of course, you know it, Stranded in the Jungle. That was their biggest hit, but it features Dub Jones on lead, this scoring two mentions for 12 points from June 56, number 409. The Cadets on modern, it's called I Want You. The Cadets, number 409.
If you wanna be my only love, I want you.
I want you.
If you wanna be my lovey dove, I want you.
I want you.
But if you don't want to treat me right, get out of my face, get out of my sight, 'cause I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me. If you really want me for yourself, I want you.
I want you.
Promise not to look at no one else. I want you.
I want you.
But if you want to string me on your line, be long gone, baby, put it out of your mind, 'cause I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me. You ain't the only pebble on the beach. You ain't the only monkey in the zoo. But all you got to do is play it straight, and baby, I can really go for you. All you got to do is understand. I want you.
I want you.
Let me be your only lover, man. I want you.
I want you.
But if you don't want to treat me right, stop your teasing and holding me tight, 'cause I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me. You ain't the only pebble on the beach. You ain't the only monkey in the zoo. But all you got to do is play it straight, and baby, I could really go for you. All you got to do is understand. I want you.
I want you.
Let me be your only lover, man. I want you.
I want you.
But if you don't want to treat me right, stop you're teasing and holding me tight, 'cause I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me. No, I don't want nobody that ain't got eyes for me.
Yeah, B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. I think that's the better side, by the way. That's my opinion. Everybody has their own opinions, and that's fine. But there you go. The Cadets coming in at number 409 on the survey. That's Dub Jones, Will Dub Jones, on lead, June 1956. That's the flip side of Stranded in the Jungle, song entitled I Want You, on the Bahari Brothers Modern Record label. Let us continue now. Let's go to Harlem, New York for entry number 408 on the Relic Survey. We heard from this group at number 478 with their song called Why, their fourth release for George Goldner's Rama record label. Their sixth Rama release comes in at number 409 with 12 points. And the first song to have three mentions on this song. Interesting. The song written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Richard Barrett. This is with Jimmy Wright in the orchestra. Great sax breaks whenever you have Jimmy Wright, although not on the ballads, of course. But here are the Valentines, Richard Barrett and the Valentines from September 56 at number 408. The Valentines with My Story of Love. Here you go, 406.
Boom, 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 boom. Wada, 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 wada. Boom, wada, wada, wada. Wappa, wappa, wappa.
Well, I've got a girl that I love so, and I'll never let her go. So come here and listen to my story of love. I met her in a picture show and walked her home. Well, now boy, come and listen to my story of love. I walked her to her front door, and then I kissed her goodnight. I kissed her in the moonlight, and oh, what a wonderful sight. I've got a girl that I love so, and I'll never let her go. So come here and listen to my story of love. Well, I met her in a picture show and I walked her home. Well, oh boy, come and listen to my story of love. I walked her to her front door, and then I kissed her goodnight. I asked her, would she marry me? She said she'd be my wife. Oh, happy, happy, happy me.
There you go with the sound of the Valentines. Richard Barrett and the Valentines coming in at number 408 on the survey on George Goldner's Rama Records. I featured the West Coast press on this. They play a little cleaner than the East Coast presses on these Rama labels. Sometimes the wax is grainy, not in all cases, but in most of the cases. September 1956, the Valentines there, number 408, My Story of Love is the name of the tune. And up next, I should say the next 13 selections I'm featuring here on the Relic Survey all receive 13 points and probably one mention. And we're going to start it off now with entry number 407. This group from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, makes its first appearance here on the Relic Survey. And it's on Sid Nathan's King record label. And Sid Nathan lured this group away from Bess Berman's Apollo Records and signed them in 1954. This is the group's 9th release, coming in at number 407, written by John Davenport. And John Davenport is an alias used by pianist, singer, and songwriter Otis Blackwell. So I don't know. It's either a way to make more money or because he was under contract somewhere else. But I would think another way to make more money. That's my thinking. Well, this features the great Johnny Tanner on lead, January 1956, number 407, the Five Royales. The Five Royales on King. It's called When You Walked Through the Door. The Five Royales, number 507. Here you go.
When you walked in through that door, you walked in to my heart right then and there. I swore we would never part. When you walked in through that door, all the loneliness I knew had gone. To hear your tender voice was like a sweet love song. I told myself you just had to be mine. I want you and no one else. You're an angel, so divine. Oh, I could scream like never before. I felt so wonderful and strange when you walked in through that door. I told myself through that door.
Yeah, those are the Five Royales. Johnny Tanner and the Five Royales coming in at number 407. That one there released in January of 1956. Sid Nathan's King Records. It's called When You Walked Through the Door. Wasn't there a... what was that song by Fran and Flo? Didn't they do something by Walking Through the Door? Which is actually a good duet, female duet. Anyway, Johnny G babbling here for a Thursday afternoon. If you are new to this program, watching Johnny G for the first time, we want this show to be both educational, informative, and fun. And I hope you're enjoying the tunes. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about this program here. I do this show every other week. And the every other week will be Karen Efron will be here November 13th, a Thursday, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be good. I'll be back, I think, the following week. I have to say, I want to thank someone here. I received a letter in the mail, and a very interesting letter from Chris Marco. Okay, thank you, Chris, for your letter and for your suggestion. that I am going to oblige with this, okay, because Chris was a producer at CBS FM back in 1970, would program some of the Gus Gossard shows. So he gave me a playlist of a show that never aired for Gus Gossard, and he said that I can stand in. Well, that's kind of a big compliment for me to stand in is for Gus Gossard. So I will oblige you with that. Especially, gave me a list of the records. I have every one on original 45 except one of them. But I think since I have all of George Tompkins' CDs, I'm pretty sure I have that record on a CD. So we're gonna play. I used my first CD here when Bill Obe was here in the studio. So it is a very interesting lineup. Not a lot of early 50s stuff, but if you're familiar with Gus Gossard, you'll know some of these tunes, and some of them are really rare too. So thank you, Chris, for doing this. And Chris loves my shows. He watches. I don't know who's listening to my shows, but I get so many people. But thank you, Chris, for your letter. Much appreciated. And I will do that. So that is a good thing. Anybody ever have a suggestion like that and going to go to put together a list like this to do, I will do that. And especially since I have the records and a nice mix here of songs that maybe some of you have never heard before. So that will be a good thing. So thank you, Chris, for that. And he even sent me this. It's a WCBS admittance authorization, which is pretty cool. Thank you, Chris, for that. I have such great listeners that tune into the programs. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. And up next at entry number 406, this group from Brooklyn, New York. They actually they return to the survey here at number 406. We heard the B-side of their debut single at number 501. It was called Let's Have a Ball. Okay, came out on Joe Leibowitz's Premium Records, which was out of Linden, New Jersey. This is the group's third release for Premium. It's not that easy to find. Their first one, well, even the first press of Heart's Desire is hard to find, the one with the deep center. The other one is when, I think it was Wayne Sterling and Don Folletti got involved with that one. But it's hard to find the first presses, and especially their other two are hard to find too. But this is their third release for the Premium label. This tune written by Alan Bunn, a.k.a. Tar Heel Slim, and it features the unmistakable voice of Rudy Anderson on lead. Let's go to November of 1956, coming in at number 406. Here are the Wheels on Premium. It's called I Can't Forget. The Wheels. Here you go.
I can't forget happy hours I spent with you last night. I can't forget the way you kiss and held me tight. I can't forget your smile so I could hold you, dear, throughout eternity. I can't forget can't you see? Yeah, you are the dearest one I've ever met. Oh, I'm in love with you. That's why I can't
It's a classic. I got to call that a classic. That is great. I like Rudy Anderson there. Rudy Anderson and the Wheels, their third release for the premium record label, Joe Leibowitz's Premium Records. A song entitled I Can't Forget came out in November of 1956. Yes, Tony Barcia, I do collect the premium record label. And there's some rare records on that label for sure. The Love Notes, or I have it by the True Loves, I think it is. Actually, it's the Love Notes with a sticker on it, so I dare not take the sticker off. But the unfortunate thing is the owner of the label, he suffered a massive heart attack, and the label kind of just fell apart, really, is what happened with it. They had nobody to really run it, so it went out of business, unfortunately. But not many releases on the premium label, but they're great releases on the label. Some single artists, too, that are good. As we continue here with the Relic Countdown. So thank you all for tuning into the program. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy what you're hearing. As we go back out to the West Coast, entry number 405. This group is out of San Diego, California now. And before they recorded, they were known as the Capris. That was the name they used. The group included Gaylord Green, he was the bass, Alfred Harper, baritone, Teddy Harper, second tenor, and lead singer Eddie Williams. And they were introduced to Eddie and Leo Mesner. They were owners of the Aladdin label, and they signed them on the spot, and they suggested that they change their name to the name of the label. So they said, you should be called the Aladdins, based after our label. So that's what they did. And they recorded this at their second session, which was held February 20th of 1956. A tune written by Johnny Otis and James Curry. It's the group's second release for the Aladdin label. And Eddie Williams on lead, February 1956, coming in at number 405. The Aladdins on the Aladdin label. It's called All of My Life. The Aladdins. Here you go.
All of my life, I'll give you all my love. Others may want my love, but I'll stay true. All that I have, darling, I offer you. I'll live for only you. All of my life, this earth could crumble and the stars could fall, but as long as you're mine, it wouldn't matter at all. Nothing I'd fear, nothing would worry me. Darling, if you would be mine all of my life. This earth could crumble and the stars could fall, but as long as you're mine, it wouldn't matter at all. Nothing I'd fear,
nothing would worry me. Darling, if you would be mine all of my life.
There you go. That's Eddie Williams on lead with the Aladdins. That is their, what did I say that was? That was their, that was recorded at their third release, their third of four for the Aladdin record label, February 1956, All of My Life. Frank Chingaro mentioned it in the chat room, sounding a lot like Pledging My Love as done by Johnny Ace. Very similar to that with the, what do you call that? The chimes, I think they call it anyway. Hopefully Johnny G playing songs that you like here on a Thursday afternoon. Let us continue here. Entry number 404 is a flip side from this group that we heard earlier on the Relic Survey. They're from Brooklyn, New York. We played the intended B-side of the record, a killer up-tempo that I like a lot. Entry number 493 called Here's a Heart for You came out on Jerry Winston's Onyx Records. This is the A-side. It received 13 points, written by group members Sidney Thompson and lead singer Robert Walker. And this is with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra, and it's their group's only release. Now, those of you that own the 78, I don't know if it's this side or both sides that are slightly different. The 78 is not the same, as was the case on a lot of records in the 1950s. A lot of them on a Red Robin, for instance, and also on Atlantic. But this one here is from October. Charlene, I didn't change the title. That's my mistake. October 1956. Here are the Cordells. The Cordells on Onyx Records. It's called I Started Out, number 404. Here you go.
I started out looking for a girl to love.
like great two-sided 45 there. I like that record. Greg Surik sold me that 45 many, many years ago. I made a mistake. I saw it in his collection when I was looking through the collection. I should have taken his copy is what I should have done. I did not do that. That is a mistake. Johnny G made some collecting mistakes in my day. I have. But listen, you can't get everything right. October 1956, a great sound there of the Cordells. That's Robert Walker on lead on the Onyx record label, and it's called I Started Out. And that's with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra. I tell Geronimo every time he goes to the Texas show in Austin, Texas, that 45 show, which I never was at, I said, if you see Sammy Lowe on the label, you better buy the 45, or Tico Wilshire. Buy the record. Chances are it's going to be a great record. That's what I say. But anyway, let us continue here on the Relic Countdown. Hope you're enjoying the tunes. And the Ravens return to the Relic Survey with their second entry. And we heard from them earlier at number 432 with a release on the Argo label called Waterboy. Now, that group was minus Jimmy Ricks on the Argo release. But Jimmy is with the group on entry number 403, as it's their group's fourth release on Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label, and the last release with Jimmy Ricks as member of the group, and he is doing lead on this. It's with the Bill Sanford Orchestra, February 1956 release, The Ravens on Jubilee. It's called I'll Always Be in Love with You, number 403, The Ravens. Here you go.
Oh, sweetheart, if you should stray, well, a million miles away, well, I'll always, baby, be in love with you. And though you find more bliss, well, in someone else's kiss, I'll always be in love with you. I can't do anymore. I've tried so hard to please, but let me thank you for your hugging and your kissing and your memories. I wish you happiness. Well, but for me, oh, mama, I guess, well, I'll always, honey, be in love with you. Sweetheart, if you just stray a million miles away, baby, I'll always be in love with you. With me? Oh, yes. And you find more bliss in someone else's kiss. Oh, you know I love you so, I love you so. Oh, baby, please don't go. I can't do anymore. I've tried so hard to please you, but let me thank you for, well, those tender memories. I wish you happiness. Oh, baby, but for me, I guess, well, I'll always be in love with you. With you.
As Jimmy Ricks and the Ravens coming in at number 403 on the survey from February 56. That is the final release with Jimmy Ricks at the helm there on the Jubilee record label. I'll Always Be in Love with You is the name of the tune, number 403. Let's move now to entry number 402 on the survey. This is the only release for this group from Brooklyn, New York, more than likely discovered by band leader Al Brown, who was working with Joyce Records at the time. I always thought this was his label, but I don't think it was his label. He was just kind of like an A&R guy for Joyce Records. Now, the group was called The Crescents, spelled kind of oddly, I don't think it was spelled correctly on the survey. So when I was looking for this, I said, I can't find it. It's spelled Crescents, the Crescents, it's spelled. And the known members of this group are Earl Martin and his brother William Martin, and one other by the name of Dan Daniels. Now, the other members are unknown, but this is the intended B-side of the group's only release, a tune written by group members Ed Martin and Dan Daniels. This was recorded in June of 56, but released that December of 56. Number 402, The Crescents, on the Joyce label. It's called You Have No Heart. The Crescents. Here you go.
You have no heart. You have no heart. If you did, we'd never part. The story's old, and yet it's new. You have no heart. You have no heart. What can I do? What can I do? You know I'm so in love with you. You hurt me so. Why I'll never know. You have no heart. You have no heart. When you told me that you love me, yes, you love me. In my eyes, well, you knew all the time, dear, that you were telling lies. So now we're through. Oh, yes, we're through. And there's nothing that I can do. You hate me so. Why I'll never know. You have no heart. You have no heart.
There you go, another great ballad here on the survey. These are great records, I have to say, really, for that I have featured here on the program before, but that's a great two-sided, and two ballads on that record too, by the way. The Crescents from December 56 on the Joyce record label. You Have No Heart is the name of the tune. What a What a bad thing to say, you have no heart. Johnny G does have heart. I always put my heart in these shows that I do. So since I do that, I would hope you would consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And give me a thumbs up if you dig what you're hearing on this Relic Survey. But let us continue now. And you know this group from Baltimore, Maryland. They are they make their debut on the Relic Survey at number 401. Now, after they left Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label, they would sign with Vivian Carter's VJ Records. They would have 3 releases on the VJ label, and I think 1 on their subsidiary. Is it Falcon or was it Abner? I forget, but I have it in the collection. But this was their first release, and now this new group of Orioles included Sonny Till, William Adams, Aaron Tex Cornelius, Paul Griffin, Jerry Holman, and Albert Diz Russell. And they recorded this at their first VJ session, and this features Sonny Till on lead. They're kind of like a different sound for the group at this time. They really didn't know what to do. VJ Records didn't know what to do with the Orioles. But anyways, from May of 56, coming in at number 401, Sonny Till and the Orioles on the VJ label out of Chicago. It's called Happy Till the Letter. The Orioles, number 401. Here you go.
I was happy till the letter I read. Turned the pages and here's what it said. Darling, forget me, live and don't regret. Well, I guess I'll forgive you, but I'll never forget. I remember those moments of charm when I held you so close in my arms. The words that you whisper, they still linger yet. Well, I guess I'll forgive you, but I'll never forget. Though you never were coming home, never again to roam. Instead, you left me to cry and to shed my tears all alone. Yes, I'll be wicked, disgusted, and sad. I have lost every hope that I've had. My dreams just faded, drowned in the blue. Now I'm despondent and my whole life is through. My life is through. My life is through.
Here's Sonny Till and the Orioles coming in at number 401 on the survey. Their first release on Vivian Carter's VJ Records out of Chicago, May 1956. Happy Till the Letter is the name of the tune. Frank Chingaro mentions in the chat room that the group backing him up, actually Sonny Till with the Regals, same group that recorded for the Aladdin and the Atlantic labels. The Regals backing up Sonny Till, and they're calling themselves, I guess, the New Orioles is what it is, number 401. Let's move to entry number 400 now. Wow, from 552, we're at 400, and on the Relic Survey, and it's the flip side. We heard earlier on the survey by this group from Brooklyn, New York. They were known as the Hurricanes, and we featured their fourth of seven at number 507 on the King label, their version of the Cleftones' Little Girl of Mine. But the flip comes in at number 400, written by the arranger, songwriter, and one-time guitarist with the early Drifters, Jimmy Oliver, and this song first recorded by the Drifters called Your Promise to Be Mine, which I think was the flip of Ruby Baby, if I'm not mistaken. But in February of 56, that record came out. But this version, released in April of 56, is called Your Promise to Me. So it's the same song, but they changed the title a little bit. And it features Henry Alston on lead, coming in at number 400 from April 56. Here are the Hurricanes on Sid Nathan's King Records with Your Promise to Me, number 400. Here you go.
Said that we wouldn't ever part. Oh, but I won't hold you to your promise to be mine. I'll be lonely when you're gone. Some way, somehow, I'll carry on. Oh, but I won't hold you to your promise to be mine. After all, just loving you. And I know that's the way that life goes. Oh, still I won't hold you to your promise to be, oh yeah, oh, mine.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go, the Hurricanes. Hurricanes coming in at number 400 from April 56, doing the Drifters tune, Your Promise to Be Mine. They called it Your Promise to Me. That's on Sid Nathan's King Records. That's with Henry Alston on lead. There you go. Let us move on here. Let's go to entry number 399 on the survey now as we head to Harlem, New York for this group. They recorded for Bess Berman's Apollo Records. Now, the group included William Perkins, Burnett Lankster, Willie Wiggins, Joe Warren, and Felix Hunt, and Harry Dixon. Collectively, they were known as the Inspirations. Now, this was the group's, well, maybe I don't want to say their only release, because I think this group kind of relates, or three of the members would go on to record with the other Inspirations group that will come on later in the survey, I think. So I had to change this right up here. But listen closely to the orchestra in the background here, even though it's not mentioned on the label. But I think that this is Jimmy Wright and his orchestra moonlighting on this record. That's what I say. So he probably kind of snuck away from doing sessions with George Gollner and G and Rama Records. This one came out in April of 56. They're called The Inspirations on Apollo Records. I'm going to send this one out to my mother. Her real name is Dominica, but all her friends call her Maggie. Here are The Inspirations, number 300, with the tune Maggie. We'll send it out to my mom, who's tuned in downstairs in the kitchen. Here you go, Mom, for you, number 399.
Everybody wanna talk to Maggie. Everybody wanna talk to Maggie. Everybody wanna talk to Maggie. Everybody wanna talk to who? Maggie. Well, she said, doo-bop, chee-bam, chee-dilly-bop, whoa, whoa, whoa. Chee-dilly-bop, doo-bop, chee-bam, chee-dilly-bop, whoa. Doo-bop, chee-bam, chee-dilly-bop, doo-bop, chee-bam, chee-dilly-bop, whoa, whoa, whoa. So sweet, well, that's my girl, yes, she's mine. I'm gonna love her, gonna squeeze her till the end of time. Bop, you man, and dilly wop, whoa, 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 whoa,
I mean, it's so easy to pick out Jimmy Wright and the orchestra. I wonder what, I guess, not that he would be under contract with George Goldner, but you got to think that if the label owners heard that record played on the radio, they're going, Jimmy, what do? You doing sessions for Apollo Records now or Old Town Records? You're not telling me or whatever? I don't keep you busy enough? Kind of get a little bit upset with your, you might get upset. I don't know, but anyway, but that's a cool tune. There you go, number 399 on the survey. The Inspirations, April 56 release on Bess Berman's Apollo Records. Maggie is the name of the tune. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, we go to entry number 398. Now, this received 2 mentions, which is interesting, and 13 points. Now, this group, I should say with this record, they reactivated the Ember label. Now, the label's initial release was back in 1953 when it was owned by Mercer Ellington and Jack Angel. But then I think Ellington sold out to Al Silver. He took over the label, and they resurrected it, with the 1000 series. And that, I guess the first release on the label was by this group called the Smooth Tones, not to be confused with the group out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that recorded for Jim. The writers of the song are Bob Crew and Frank Slay, so they had something to do with this record, maybe finding the group, whatever. Of course, they were involved. Well, I don't know. This is early 56, so the Rays came in a little later, I think in 56. But it's definitely a mixed group of guys and gals. Number 395, released in February of 56. Here are, number 398. I can't see with these. my cataracts, I cannot see anything. Number 398, not 395. So if I mess up, it's because I can't see. Smooth Tones on Ember, and it's called Dear Diary, number 398. Here you go. Sorry, folks.
Dear diary, there's no one else but you who I could tell my troubles to, and who will understand the way that I feel, dear diary. Oh, what a day it's been. Seems like the sky's falling in and shattered all my plans. She sent a telegram arriving at 7. Please meet me at the train. I waited anxiously to 11:30. Then I walked home alone in the rain. Dear diary, wish you could answer me and tell me where is she to make the ending right. I waited anxiously till 11:30. Then I walked home alone in the rain. Dear diary, wish you could answer me and tell me where is she to make the ending right. Dear diary, diary, good night.
Entry number, whoops, raise that because I like that song. Entry number 398 on the survey there, February 1956. Al Silver's Ember Records for that one. They're called the Smooth Tones, song entitled Dear Diary. I think diaries are for girls, I think. Who has time to keep a diary? I don't know. They would tell me in my work, write down everything you do. It was funny when we had so much work to do. When you work and you get paid a salary and you work like a white collar job in the offices, and you got a very demanding boss, they're like, I need this, I need that, I need this. So you can't tell them, I'm not done with this. They want everything done at the same time. So what happens was they told us to lighten our load, to just don't do it. So I would have this, one of the executives when I worked for Transamerica Leasing, he would call me up on the phone and he'd say, Johnny, you have to come up here. And I'm like, I told my boss, I said, he wants me to go. He wants to talk to me about what? And he would give me a project to do on top of all my work that I would have to do on a monthly. Because when you're an accountant, you have monthly closes. You have to do all this stuff by the end of the month. So he's like, Johnny, I want you to look at this and I want you to tell me what the trends are and this and that. I'm like, when am I going to do this? So you can't tell him no, or they're going to can you. And then they paid me well, but I had to do it. So they were just like, don't send it to him anymore. Just so I did it for 7 months or whatever. So when you stop sending it, he never asked for it again. So I don't know if they just, sometimes these bosses just go around to try to give you extra work to do so they have it. I don't know how we got on that topic, probably because of diaries. I don't know what made me thought of that. But anyway, let us continue here. We heard from this great group from Washington, D.C. 3 previous times already on the survey. We heard them at number 513 with Baby Baby Oh My Darling. We heard them at number 487 with Bring Me Love. And we heard them at number 473 with Love, Love, Love. Well, they return at number 397. And I'm talking about the Clovers. And this is the flip side of entry 487, which was called Bring Me Love. And it's the group's 17th release for the Atlantic label, a tune written by Chuck Willis, and they recorded this tune June 8th of 1956 for Atlantic, and Atlantic released it in August of 56. It features Billy Mitchell on lead, number 497, the sound of the Clovers on Atlantic, and their rendition of the tune From the Bottom of My Heart. 397, The Clovers. Here you go.
I'm so happy, I am so happy, and I want to thank you.
From the bottom of my heart comes a message just for you, and I promise to be true. From the bottom of my heart, see the glow in my eyes, see the happiness in my smile, and I'm satisfied with your love. From the bottom of my heart. Now when I saw you coming down the street, I said that's the girl for me. The blues held me a prisoner for a long, long time. Well, at last you set me free. From the bottom of my heart comes a message just for you, and I promise to be true. From the bottom of my heart. Down the street, I said that's the girl for me. The blues held me a prisoner for a long, long time. Well, at last you've set me free. From the bottom of my heart comes a message just for you, and I promise to be true. From the bottom of my heart.
There you go. That's Billy Mitchell and the Clovers there, coming in at number 397 on the survey, August 56 release on Atlantic Records, From the Bottom of My Heart. I think the Canadian Diamonds also covered that tune, I think, for the Mercury record label. Johnny G here on a Thursday, a rainy, windy day here in Westchester County, New York. Really bad out there. This is the day to sit back and listen to records. Believe me, you can't do anything outside with this weather here. But let's go to entry number 396, which received 2 mentions and 13 points. And it's the flip side of entry number 446 we heard earlier in the Relic Countdown by a group called the Chevelles. Now, the song was called Red Tape, the one that was at number 448, but this is on Larry Mead's Vita record label, and that side featured Bryce Cofield on lead. The flip side features Billy Jones, a.k.a. Billy Storm, on lead, and he also wrote the tune with the group member Bryce Cofield from May of 1956, coming in at 396. Here's Billy Storm and the Chevelles on the Vita label. It's called Valley of Love, number 396. 2 mentions on this tune. Here you go.
There is a valley
Tell me why does my valley of love remind me of the stars that heaven above? Why does it remind me of you? Your lips still as warm as the summer skies, the still as bright as the gleam in your eyes. If they are pretty, baby, then I realize. Oh, well, I know our love is in. There is nothing left for me. Remember all the times we had the things we used to see. If by chance a new romance appears and be the thing, I just chalk it on my wall as just another plea. Come on and tell me why. Valley of love, love is top of sky, stars up above. Why is my valley of love? Well, remember the time I want you home, the nights we spent on the telephone, on how we couldn't say goodbye. A hug, a kiss, and then a sigh. Come on and tell me why. Pretty baby, tell me why. Oh, why my valley of love with the stars up above in my valley of love. Oh, my
That's Billy Storm. Billy Storm with that high falsetto lead there. Excuse me, folks. There you go. May 1956, the Chevelles. The Chevelles on the Vital label Valley of Love is the name of the tune. Now, after this release, Billy Storm would become the lead singer of the Valiants on Keen Records. I think many of those members also evolved into the Valiants. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Rain, I'm telling you, it is bad out there. It's pounding against the window. Let us continue here. We heard from this group from Harlem not too long ago, earlier today on the program at number 408 with their sixth release for George Gollner's Rama label called My Story of Love. Well, here is their fifth release that comes in at number 395 on the survey, and this has the highest mentions so far. On four ballots, this song was on 4 ballots, totaling 13 points, written again by the lead singer of the group, Richard Barrett, again with Jimmy Wright and the orchestra. Coming in at number 395 are the Valentines on George Gollner's Rama label from June of 56. It's called 20 Minutes, parentheses, Before the Hour. Number 395, the Valentines. Here you go.
At 12 o'clock, I must go home.
I must go home.
20 more minutes I can hold you near. 20 more minutes until the hour, dear. But at 12 o'clock, I
Yeah, that's Richard Barrett and the Valentines coming in on the survey again with their, what is that, their third entry here on the survey. That one there from June of 56, 20 minutes before the hour is the name of the tune on the Rama record label. And don't forget to turn your clocks back. You're going to gain an hour's sleep this week. And not for everybody in the world, but... And those in Arizona, I don't think they turn the clocks back in Arizona. I thought they were going to do away with this clock thing this year. I thought it was, but I don't know. They were talking about it. They're talking about how it's going to affect the people or whatever. But, you know, it's no fun driving home from work in the dark, you know, and especially with my cataracts. I couldn't see the other night. I was out, and it was late. I went looking for a fedora. So I went there, and it was like these bright lights were like, and they said it's not ready yet, but I can't see. It's hard to see here with certain glares and whatnot. It's blurry. So I may mess up. I mix my 8s and 5s together, or 6s, whatever it is. Anyway, so you got to bear with Johnny G. But let us continue here on the survey. And this is entry number 394. Actually, from entry number 394 to 382, all these received 14 points. And mostly with one mention through at least number 385. So we're going to start it off here with the 14 points with this group out of Berkeley, California. They got together while in high school. They signed a recording contract with Ray Dobard. He was the owner of Music City Records. And they had one recording session where they recorded 9 songs, but he only put out 145. 2 records they did. He only put out 1. And this group included Delmar Neely, tenor, Phil Shaw, baritone, looks like a Y, Curtis Marshall, a bass, George Brown, pianist, and lead singer Lamont Scott. Collectively, they were known as the Five Swans. Now, this is the B-side of their only release, coming in at number 394 on the Relic Survey. Let's go to March of 56. The Five Swans, number 394 on Music City. It's called Little Girl of My Dream. The Five Swans, number 394. There's some scratches on this one. This was a memorable Dan Romanello deal with him. Here you go.
Yes, the girl of my dreams. I am trying to fight my love, but it's hard as it seems. Yes, you know, you're the girl of my dreams. I dream of you every day, and I dream of you every night. I am hoping you'll be mine, so we won't have to fight. Yes, you know, you're the girl of my dreams.
There you go. There you go. Whoops. Hold on a second, folks. March 1956 at number 394. Those are the Five Swans. Five Swans on the Music City record label. Little Girl of My Dream. Is it Dream or Dreams, Johnny G? You're messing up here. I got to flip this record over here. Dreams. Charlene, I forgot an S. I forgot an S. But anyway, there you go. This is the group's only release to make the Relic Survey at number 394. Now, the flip side, that's called Girl of My Dreams, the Five Swans. Now, the flip side comes in at number 393. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's how Bruce sorted it with the points and whatnot, which is the reason why I think it came in that way. So let me flip this record over, folks. And I don't want to make do with the deal I did with Dan Romanello, but I traded a big record to him for some smaller records. And the more I thought about it, I was like, what did I do this for? Made a mistake. And the record I traded him wasn't in the greatest shape. It was okay. It was on the Timely label. But I called him back, and he was upset that I won. He goes, you did a deal? Like, with the deal, it was just not good. It wasn't good, but anyway, this is one of this. This was one that I got in that trade with him. But anyway, so let's flip it over at entry number 393. Okay, as we flip over the Five Swans, but this was the intended A side of the 45. Again, we return to Ray Dobard's Music City label out of Berkeley, California. Lamont Scott, he's the lead singer on this. Came out in March of '56, number 393. The Five Swans on Music City. It's called Little, again with L-I-L, Little Tipatina is the name of the tune, number 393. Here you go. There you go. That's an A and B side to make the survey, the Relic Survey. Those are the Five Swans. The Five Swans from March 1956 on Music City Records. That's Little Tipatina is the name of the tune. That's Lamont Scott on lead for that one. Let us continue here. Speaking of conditions of records, so one time, that's why you make sure you know your dealers. So I used to buy from Gold Mine and Discoveries magazine way back in the 80s or whatever. So there was this guy. He was advertising his name was Alan Radwell. I think that was his name, Radwell. So anyway, he had all these records that he put in there. He said they were mint records, okay? So I bid, whatever. It wasn't a lot of money, $4, $8, $7, things on Duke and whatnot. So I get these records in the mail, and there was another one on the way. So I opened the packet, and the records that he said were mint. I mean, I called him, or I don't, and I don't think there was email at the time. It was all letters. So I said, Alan, you said these records were mint. They are G minus. Half of them don't play. You're selling me cracked records and warped records. You said they were mint? I says, are you kidding? So I think there were 13 records I bought. I kept two. So he sends me a letter, and he says to me, I have it downstairs. I have this letter. He says, when someone is as finicky as you, I says, finicky as me. I says, you said the records were mint. Look, they don't have to be unplayed for me, okay? They just have to sound decent, okay? I don't care if you overgraded it, okay? But these are trashed. They are trashed. He says, well, your name goes into my circular bin. I said, yeah, well, do me a favor. Put it in the circular bin. I said, you shouldn't be on there you shouldn't be selling records on Goldmine. You're saying they're mint? They're G records. Because he used to go to the flea market and pick them up. Look, you want to find records in the flea market and you want to sell them? You want to sell them? Put them as G. Put them as the right condition, but you're lying about it. And then I got to go to the post office. I got to mail it back. So you got to be leery when you buy records. Now it's at least a little bit better because if you buy them on eBay, you can listen to them. So you could make the decision. There was some, they don't even put the right picture. If you buy from Discogs, you have to be careful because you're looking at a record. That's not the picture of the record that they're selling you. So you have to be careful. You have to know your dealers. And then you know how they grade. So once you know how they grade, then you can bid accordingly. But he was in the stratosphere. I said, you know what? I don't have to deal. I got so many great people I can deal with that come to me with records. Spence being one of them that would be taking my prices. So Spence would offer me a record for $1,500. I said, Spence, it's a little bit off center. How about can you go $1,000 on the record instead of 15? And he would sell it to me. So I would cut deals like that with them. Not that I wanted, I just wanted it to play well. I didn't want it to play bad. But anyway, how we get on this topic? Well, Dan Romanello, I guess. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here on the survey. Let's move to entry number 392 as we go to Chicago, Illinois. For this one, we go to Leonard Allen's States record label. This is R&B singer Artie Wilkins. He's being backed up by a vocal group known as the Palms. They also recorded as the Four Palms. And this group included Murray Eskridge, who I think would later on was a member of the Shepherds, I think, that recorded for Apex Records and other groups too, by the way. Murray Eskridge, O.C. Perkins, M.C. Ward, Wilbur Williams, and Willie Young. And they backed him up, the R&B singer by the name of Artie Wilkins. And this is his first release. Okay, this is on States Records, August 56, Artie Wilkins and the Palms. It's not an easy record to find. It's called Darling Patricia, number 392 on the survey. Here you go.
I've got a gal on the other side of town, and if I'm not very particular, she's gonna put me down. Oh, my darling Patricia, wonder what I'm gonna do.
Oh, my darling
Patricia, I love no one but you. Baby, what am I gonna do? Yeah, now there was sweet Caledonia, sweet Lucy, gonna do, yeah. Darling, Patricia, I don't know what bird. Yes, baby, what am I gonna do? Look out! Up with George Brown. Get out the car. Darling, yeah. Patricia, I love you one bird. Yeah, baby, what am I gonna do? Tell me what am I going to do?
There you go, August 1956 release there for Artie Wilkins and the Palms, or you can say the Four Palms, but they're known as the Palms on this one. Number 392, Darling Patricia, Leonard Allen's States record label. And anyway, then Murray Eskridge, was he on the Bel Airs also that recorded for Decca? Also, like My Yearbook. Was he in that group also? I don't recall, but I didn't get a chance to check. But anyway, let us continue here on the Relic Countdown. Let's go to entry number 391 now. On the Relic Survey, it's the only entry for this group from Harlem, New York. That's because their releases were really earlier on surveys, like in 55. But this group is from Harlem, New York. They signed with Morty Shad's newly formed Harlem label back in 1954. Well, it was Jax, Jax, and then it morphed into Harlem Records. Now, the group included Bobby Dunn, baritone, Les Cooper, tenor, William Goodman, bass, and John Barnes, he was the lead singer. Collectively, they were known as the Empires. And Shad's label would cease operation, and they would sign with Mercury Records in August of 1955. Now, their first release on Mercury came out on its subsidiary, Wing Records. And then in November of that year, Mercury would release one by them as the Prestos. I don't know why they changed their name, so they went from the Empires to the Prestos. And then two more followed on Wing as the Empires. And this was their last one. This was their second release on Wing, in that, or I should say their third release on the Wing record label. A tune written by group member Les Cooper. Now, you know Les Cooper. He had a big instrumental hit with Wiggle. What was it? Wiggle Wobble, I think, on the Everest label. But this features John Barnes on lead, coming in at number 391, May 56 release. The Empires on the Wing label. It's called My First Discovery. These are the Empires at number 391. Here you go, folks.
My first discovery of love are you. My dream of romance has come true. Darling, I saw decided that it would find you and make you mine. My love for you, my darling, it's more than just fascination. Darling, please, please be my inspiration. So, darling, let's go
my first discovery.
Darling, you are my first discovery of love. Darling, I saw you in my sleep before I met you in the street. I guess that's why my love for you have grown so very, very deep.
So, darling, let's go through life together. Then we will be one forever. Woo-wee, darling, you see, you are my first discovery.
Whoa, there you go with the cold ending. No, I did not see Big Dave Swinger in the chat room there, but he might be tuned in. He usually has this show piped into the record store that he is managing there. But there you go. That's a great record. I heard that song on George Doowop Tompkins' WARY program when I used to write into that program. I used to write into him. I was in high school at the time. May 1956, those are the Empires. That is John Barnes on lead. The Empires on the Wing record label, my first discovery. And after this, they signed with Bobby Robinson's Whirling Disc record label. And with their second release, they were known as the Whirlers, a great group. The Empires. What was your first discovery as far as records go? My first discovery was there was a street sale on the street down below. I'm up higher. So down in Low Park Avenue, there was a street sale. So I go walking through, and I'm walking by, and there's this driveway with all this stuff on it. So I asked the guy, I said, you have any 45s for sale? He goes, oh, yeah, they're in the bassinet over there. So I went to look. And the first record on top is a Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers record. So I said, oh, this is going to be good because they weren't sleeved, but they were in decent shape. So it's like they might have taken them out of like a record box. So there was a Dubs and there was a Channels. And so then I see this yellow label and it's Steamboat Records. And I said, I said, Steamboat Records. Is this the Swans on Steamboat? And it was the Swans on Steamboat. That's because they're from the Westchester area. So I was like, I said, how much are these records? So there was about a stack of about that many. So he goes, well, you can have them all for $5. I said, really? I says, okay, sold. So I gave him $5. And I said to him, I said, do you have any other records? And so his wife said to me, oh, yes, we do. We have some boxes down in the basement. So I said, and I didn't want to, because I was drooling the whole day there. So I said, well, can I come over and check? She goes, well, we go to church on Sunday. So if you want to come late tomorrow, it was pouring rain. And I said, well, okay, I'll be here. So I got there and she walked me down into her basement. And again, I made a mistake because I guess I was teased because I thought possibly, and they had something to do with promotions of records or something like that. But evidently, everything that was in the basement, unfortunately, was on Columbia. There was a couple in there that were good. There was a Chestnuts on Davis, which I took. It was Stone Mint copy, and one other record, I forget. So the mistake I made is that a lot of the records down there, and I might have missed a Chris Powell and the Blue Flames for all I know, but because if I saw that, I probably wouldn't have taken it because I didn't know. But there was the the 20,000 series, which is a country western series. That was the mistake I made because I should have taken all those records because they were all promos and they were all store stock and they were all in the sleeves. And she was selling them for 10 cents a piece. I should have bought them all, even if they were pop. I made a mistake. So you see, you learn from your mistakes. But that was my true first discovery of a rare record out in the wild. And that's when it was fun looking for records. I don't know about now. It's a little bit expensive, but as we continue here on the vibe, but I didn't have time because I was working all the time. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's move up to entry number 390 on the Relic Survey. This is the debut single for this group on Sid Archie and Leo Rogers' Lido Records. Lido Records was located at 1650 Broadway in New York City. I've never been there. I would have liked to go on there and check it out. Probably there's no record people there at all, but their group is called The Creations. Now, this is the same group, Arch, that recorded for Tip Top Records, okay? That was their second release, but this is their first release, tune written by the label owners from October 56, coming in at number 390, The Creations on the Lido label. It's called There Goes the Girl I Love, number 390, The Creations. Here you go.
Boom, 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 doo-wop, 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 doo-doo-be-doo-be, doo-wop, 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 doo-wop,
well, there goes this girl I love with someone else. God knows I love that girl. I want her for myself. Hey, 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 baby, will you be mine again? Well, there goes this girl that I adore. The only girl in this world that I care for. Hey, 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 baby, will you be mine again? Well, once upon a time you loved me, but like a fool I let you go. But if I win your love again, you won't get away no more. Well, there goes girl I love, she means so much to me. I swear by the stars above I never set her free. Hey, girl, will you be mine again? Once upon a time you loved me, but like a fool I let you go. But if I win your love again, you won't get away no more. Well, there goes girl I love, she means so much to me. I swear by the stars above I never set her free. Hey, girl, will you be mine again?
There you go. That one there, October 1956. That's, whoops. Boy, it is raining hard out there. That is the debut single for a group called The Creations. I tried to find the lead singer on that. I know who the singers are on the flip. It's a duet. Don Razor was a member of this group, I think, but I can't find this lead. The Creations on the Lido record label, October 56, coming in at number 390. There Goes the Girl I Love is the name of that tune. Let us continue here. Number 389 is by this group out of New Orleans, Louisiana. They make their second appearance here on the Relic Survey. We heard them at they're here at number 389. We heard them at number 518, okay, with their 10th release for Lou Chudd's Imperial record label called Don't Pity Me, as done by the Spiders. Now, this is the group's 13th release. They recorded this November 29th, 1956. Now, this session, similar to the previous record that we heard, which only included Chuck Carbo and Joe Gaines. Now, Joe Gaines was previously a member of the Hawks that also recorded for the Imperial record label. Now, Chuck does most of the backing harmony on this. They kind of like taped it in or whatever by himself. And this would be basically the last single for the Spiders. And the song is a standard. It was recorded so many times through the years by many different artists. A tune written by Harry Cressa and Carol Loveday First recorded back in 1931 by Russell Wooding and his Grand Central Redcaps. But let's give a listen to Chuck Carbo and the Spiders here at number 389 from December 56. The Spiders on Imperial and their rendition of the tune, That's My Desire. The Spiders, number 389. I said 86. I cannot see 89. I'm telling you, folks, my cataracts.
To spend one night with you in our old rendezvous and reminisce with you. That's my desire. To meet where gypsies play down in that dim cafe and dance till break of day. That's my desire. We'll sip a little glass of wine. I'll gaze into your eyes divine. I'll feel the touch of your lips pressing on mine. To hear you whisper low just when it's time to go. Cherry, I love you so. That's my desire. To hear you whistle low just when it's time to go. Cherry, I love you so. That's my desire.
Wow, he just ends it like that. That is some kind of cold ending there. There you go. Those are the Spiders. That's really Chuck Carbo doing all the vocals there with that singer by the name of Joe Gaines. December 1956, number 389 on the survey. The Spiders on Imperial, their rendition of the tune, That's My Desire. Who was in the chat room asking me about Halloween tunes? Was it Man Size? I think you were talking about that Halloween. I don't do a show tomorrow. Maybe I'll play records tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow's a shopping day for me, so I'm busy doing the grocery shopping. But anyway, but this could count as a Halloween record coming in at number 388 on the survey. Interesting, as I've never featured this song on the survey before. I should say not on the survey, on the Vinyltreasure show before. Never played this group. The group is out of Detroit. They recorded for Robert West's Silhouette record label. Now this is the same label that the Falcons have a Christmas song on this label called Silhouette Records. But there's only 8 releases on the label in total. Now the song written by Harlan King. Now the group is called the Valdoros. The Valdoros is the name of the group. It features Erwin Klocko, and it's on the label. Klocko. He is the lead singer. It's with Don Preston and his band. And I guess it's sort of a Halloween tune. So it's so appropriate for today, those of you in the Halloween spirit. Let's go to August of 1956, coming in at number 388, the Valdoros on Silhouette Records. It's called Don't Open the Grave. The Valdoros, number 388. Here you go.
I sleeping? Don't trample on memories lost that from above. Don't say that you care when you know I was weeping. Don't try to make me believe your kind of love. How was I to know the dream you asked me to share was a lie, dear? That you didn't want the kisses I gave. Don't ever return, and I'm sure you know why, dear. You buried my love. Don't open the grave. How was I to know the dream you asked me to share was a lie, dear? That you didn't want the kisses I gave. Don't ever return, and I'm sure you know why, dear. You buried my love for you. Don't open the grave. Don't open the grave. Don't open the grave. Don't open the grave. Don't open the grave.
There you go, man size. You asked for a Halloween record. Listen, how lucky can you be? That one made the survey at number 388, August 56 release. The Valdoros on the Silhouette record label, Don't Open the Grave. The interesting thing is, and Darren, I'm going to ask you, okay, it says that it was pressed by RCA Victor Magnasonic Sound. What is Magnasonic Sound? I don't know. It all sounds the same to Johnny G. But anyway, there you go, number 388, the Valdoros. I'm sure that's for our Halloween. It's coming up tomorrow. Let us continue. Here's move to entry number 387 now on the Relic Survey by this group from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And they would sign with Eddie Heller's Rainbow record label. Now, the group included Harvey Arrington, Arthur Blackwell, Carl Batten, Alan Mason, and lead singer on this. His name is Matthew Morales. Collectively, they were known as the Start Tones. Comes in at number 387. This group would later record as the Carnations on the Les K label in 1961, if you're familiar with the tune Long Tall Girl. But prior to that, they were known as the Start Tones, the Star Tones. Not Start Tones, Star Tones. This is from May 56 on Rainbow Records. It's called I Love You So Dearly, the Star Tones. Here you go.
I love you so dearly. In my dreams, I see you so clearly. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I'm sure. I want your love forevermore. Give me your answer, dear. Don't leave me in the dark. Tell me if you care, because you have taken side. I dream of you most every night. Please be mine till the end of time, and I promise to treat you right. Yes, I love you so dearly. In my dreams I see you so clearly. Oh yes, I'm sure I want your love forevermore.
There you go. That one there, entry number 387 on the survey, The Sound of the Star Tones. Star Tones, that's on Eddie Heller's Rainbow record label from May 56. Song entitled I Love You So Dearly. I'm sure some of you are hearing records for the first time here on the survey. That's a good thing here. Johnny G's just happy to have these records. Up next, entry number 386. We can call this a collector's corner record because this is not an easy record to find on George Goldner's G record label. This group is out of Brooklyn, New York, and these songs I have been playing all scored 14 points and 1 mention. Now, the group included James Dukes, James Hill, Ralph Steele, Carl White, and Robert Coleman. Collectively, they were known as the Eminons. Eminons is really no name spelled backwards, oddly, but it features Robert Coleman on lead. And this is from March of 56, and oddly, we're talking about the change in time. It goes to the title of this record. It's called, it's the changing in the timing of our clocks. This is called Change of Time. It's on George Goldner's G label, March 56, number 386. These are the Eminons with Robert Coleman on lead. Here you go, a rare one.
The change of time. The change of time has done so much to me. It shattered my heart and set you free. I know I still linger on inside of your heart, though the change of time, dear, made us part. My dear, my sweet, my only one, someone like you, my life, my song, my happiness. What will I do? Someone like me. Filled with misery. A love like mine, ruined by the change of time. Tick tock, tick tock.
There you go. That is we can count that as a collector's corner record. That's a hard 45 to find if you're looking for that. You could probably get the boot of that, but the original is difficult. I remember Spence called me up. He says, "Johnny, can I come over?" He lived up in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, not that far from me. So he would drive over. I would see him every week. He would bring me boxes of 45s, the white Bags Unlimited boxes, and he would leave them here. I don't know if they were in Kenny Fuchs' store or what, but he was at one time when Kenny had the boxes, he would bring them. They were label because I was running labels. So he would bring them over to me, and I would have my Ken Klee book, and I would just check, and I would pull out the records. They weren't, they might have been priced, but they were not expensive. But they were in the boxes that Kenny had at Rhythm Records, and so he brought them all here. I was working. I had to do them at night. So he left them here, and I marked them down. I would have the stack, and we'd cut the deal when he would come and see me. But he called me up for that record and others, and I said, no, I need that. And I have to thank him because I was doing this show. I wasn't on YouTube yet. I was making CDs for him, and I made him multiple copies, and he was giving them out to a bunch of people who were listening. He was mailing them out for me and whatnot. So I had people that, and I don't know if they're tuned into the program or not, or found out about it here on YouTube, but he did not. I don't know if, when did, Spence, I was already on YouTube when Spence passed away, but he supplied me with that. Number 386, March 56, Change of Time by the Eminons on the G record label. Got 2:45s to go here before Johnny G signs off here. Although if I do have a few minutes, I might play a record or two that I got out of Greg's collection that you might not know. We'll see. But let's go to entry number 385 here. This is a flip side that came in earlier on the survey, way back at number 519. This group from Brooklyn, New York. I'm talking about the Tokens, okay, on Morty Craft's Melba label. And we featured the side While I Dream, which featured a young Neil Sedaka on lead. He was the lead. Other members of this group were Hank Medris, Eddie Rapkin, and Cynthia Zolatin. I think that's how you say her name. But this comes in at number 385, and this side was also written by Neil Sedaka and his writing partner, Howie Greenfield. This is with Eddie Rapkin on lead, May 56, number 385. Here are the Tokens on Melba. The song is called I Love My Baby, number 385, the Tokens. Here you go.
My baby, me maybe, love her so I will never let her go. No, 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 no. I love her kisses, and tell her blessings, so divine. Every time her lips touch mine, no can't compare. She's sweet and fair, and when she sure to find me there. Feel like a king. I wanna sing. Oh, I'm going out to my ring. I love my baby. Can you blame me? Oh, those eyes. And he never lied, no lie. No can't compare. She's sweet and fair. And when she needs me, she's sure to find me there. Feel like a king. Sing, oh, I'm going out to buy the ring, my baby, can you blame me, oh, those eyes, and he never lied, oh,
go. The sound of the Tokens there. The Tokens coming in at number 385 on the survey, May 1956. That's on Morty Kraft's Melba record label. That's Eddie Rapkin on lead. I Love My Baby is the name of the tune. I can't tell you how many 78. I found that when I found this record locally here, I found so many copies on 78. It was interesting there, but it looks like we're going to run out of time here because it's just about time to go. So anyway, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. We got one more record to sign off here. I want to thank you all for tuning in to this Thursday afternoon show. I hope you dug all these records out of 1956. Was before Johnny G's. Well, all these records are before Johnny G's time. I told you, I am a product of I graduated high school in 1976. That was like the height of the disco era. Not the should play disco records, right, folks? That'll get me off of YouTube pretty quick. But anyway, thank you all for tuning into the program today. I hope you enjoyed the countdown here. I will continue with it. I'll see. I don't know. I'll be back after Karen does her special here on the 13th. I'll probably be back that week later. I don't know. I gotta talk to Bill about that. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the program. Again, if you are new to this program, just finding out about it, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I will be back here on Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you do have a request, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If it fits the format of the show, I will feature it there. I play those records by year. So anyway, Barbara requested a blues record for her first request on my show from 1955. So you guys stay tuned. I have the record too, but I play those records by year. So anyway, and if you miss any of the program, the good thing about it is that YouTube archives them for me, so they're there. Many people also tune into my vinyltreasures.net. KKSM takes my shows, the MP3s, off that website and airs them on KKSM out in California on Sunday mornings from 6 to 9 Pacific Time and 9 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. That was 1320 a.m. out of Palomar College in San Marcos, California. So they take it off my vinyltreasures.net website, which is not much of a website. It's just a place where I house all those, and those shows go back, I think, prior to 2015, maybe. But anyway, thank you all for being here, and I will be back with more of the countdowns here on a Thursday afternoon, and we'll have more guests here in the studio on Thursday afternoons. But we're going to close the show tonight, or this afternoon, at number 384, again with 14 points. But this song had 4 mentions, which is pretty interesting. 4 mentions, of course, which is our largest so far on the survey. And, of course, you know this group from Harvey, Illinois. They formed while attending Thornton Township High School. Now, the group included Johnny Funches. He was lead tenor on the slow tunes, okay? Michael Mickey McGill, tenor, Vern Allison, tenor, Lucius McGill, Michael's brother, tenor, and Marvin Jr., who was baritone lead on the up-tempo sides. And Chuck Barksdale, he was the bass. And they first recorded as the El Rays on the Checker record label, which is a great record they do, by the way. And when nothing happened with that record, Lucius McGill would leave the group, and they would then become a quintet, and they moved over to Vivian Carter's VJ record label, and in February 55, they would change their name to the Dells. And this is the B-side of their third VJ release, which was the group's biggest hit, a song called Oh What a Night. But this is the B-side. It features Marvin Jr. on lead. Our closer this afternoon is from July 56, coming in at number 384. The Great Dells on the VJ label. The song is called JoJo. That's going to do it, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope I'll see some of you on Saturday evening right here on YouTube, also on Oldies and More Radio. Have a great afternoon or evening. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go. The Dells, JoJo.
Bop, bop, shoot, shoot.